said, I think I'll just cook him before he gets too tough to eat. At the famous restaurant Les Jardins d'Essigne, there in London. Now, Aunt Rhody walked over to Pierre's house, and she said, and knocked on the door, and he answers and says, hello, bonjour, Aunt Rhody. What can I do for you on this beautiful day? And Aunt Rhody said, well, I'd like to borrow your roasting pan. I'd like to cook the old gray goose for my Thanksgiving dinner. Well, Pierre was horrified. Oh, sacre bleu. That may be bad language. Anyway, don't cook the old gray goose. I'm an old French pastry chef, a famous chef from the Jardin d'Essigne restaurant. You've heard of it. Aunt Rhody said, no, but I will try your hot cross bun. And sure enough, the hot cross buns were delicious. They were so good that she ate several of them, enjoyed them. But she did not change her mind. So she said to Pierre, the buns are tasty, but I'm still going to cook the old gray goose. And Pierre cried out to her, how can you be so cruel? And Aunt Rhody was insulted. I'm no more cruel than that girl Mary. Haven't you heard the gossip about her? Pierre said, Manon, what gossip? And Aunt Rhody looked around to make sure that no one was listening. And she leaned toward Pierre and whispered, well, I heard that for dinner the other night, Mary had a little lamb. About the circumstance. Not only the lamb, but the goose. So that night he went to see the old gray goose. And he says, and he talks to the old goose, says, did you know, mon ami, that Aunt Rhody is planning to have you for Thanksgiving dinner? Yummy, said the goose. What's she serving? So Pierre said, you silly goose. Quick, run down to the river. Get in my rowboat and row away as quick as you can. Take nothing with you. You must lightly row. Well, the next morning, Pierre went to see Aunt Rhoda. He told her what he had done with talking to the goose. And she said, "Oh, that's all right, Pierre. I was really fond of that goose, despite the honking and being tough. But I never could have cooked him. In fact, I miss him already." Pierre could try to console her. "They're there. Don't be a sad Aunt Rhoda." Just then, to everyone's surprise, the old gray goose came waddling over the hill. "Don't cry, Aunt Rhoda. I knew that you would never be mean enough to cook me." "Oh, you poor goose," Aunt Rhoda cried. "I'm so sorry that you had to run away and row down the river." "Well," said the goose, "at least something good happened on the way down the river. I met a friend, or made a friend, named Tom Turkey. Would you like to meet him sometime, Aunt Rhoda?" Well, Aunt Rhoda's mouth began to water and her stomach began to growl, and she said, "I certainly would. I certainly would." So needless to say, there was great relief all around. And had you been there that day, you would have seen Aunt Rhoda, the old gray goose, and Pierre, the French pastry chef, dancing what came to be known as the Aunt Rhoda polka.